going to a yarn shop right now, and I was thinking of bringing you along. I've started crocheting a few weeks ago and I really got into it, but there's not that many like bigger yarn shops here in Amsterdam. Like there are some, but they have a bit limited amount of different types of yarn, and I really prefer to crochet with either 100% cotton or something without wool or without acrylic or any plastic derived yarns. So I decided to take a bit of a trip today to go to a bigger store. It's I think an hour and 40 minutes travel, and it's in Apeldoorn. I'll share all the details below if anyone is interested. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what they have and also to show you. I also find it really interesting to see what in other countries they have in the stores. Like we have very different brands here than in the US, I've already found. A lot of the yarns come from like European yarn brands. So it might be very different than you're used to if you aren't from the EU. And yeah, I'm excited. It's a bit interesting weather. It's very cloudy, it's very humid and warm. It's probably gonna like pour later this afternoon, so I took my umbrella with me. I hope I don't have to use it, but I'm excited to have a bit of a train trip. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna put on my shoes now. I already packed everything, and yeah, let's go.
Oprijden in de wagen, gebruiken van
So I am back. I got back yesterday, but it was quite late and I was very tired. and it was already getting a bit dark. I stayed until closing time, which was like 5:30. I got home around like 7. So it was a bit of an exhaustive afternoon. Exhausting. And figured it wouldn't be the best moment to show you which yarns I got. I got quite a lot. Quite a lot of doubles in case I need more. And this store has a policy where if you want to return any, you can do that within return any unused ones, obviously. You can return it within 3 months. 3 months is kind of short compared to other stores. There's this other store here, which is kind of like discount store, kind of like dollar store, euro store or something, called Zeeman, and they have like very cheap yarn. Not really yarns that I would want to use, but you can return it there within 1 year. But that's like a really big like chain of stores, you know, so makes sense that they have a bit more lenient policy. But yeah, let's just get into it. I got a first one, which I already started in the train, and then continued in the evening, and I'm already almost through one, and I'm getting slightly worried because this is supposed to become a top, and like I have one more of this, so I hope that that will be enough, and otherwise I just have to order more. I guess we'll see. This is from, I thought you pronounce it as durable, but the person in the store said it's durable because it's a French brand, which looks like this. It's I love this yarn. You're gonna see it's great for clothing. It's weight 4 yarn, and it is 100 grams. It's an Aran yarn. It's 100 grams, and you can use it for 150 meters. And it's 100% cotton. It's non-mercerized. How do you pronounce that? It's like pure, let's put it, there are no treatments done to it, to like cold treatments. And you can use, well, this is a 5mm hook. And it says here it's for 4.5 to 5. And this is the yarn I started using a few weeks ago. Got it in a store here locally. It's really great value for price. It is €4.60 for 100 grams / 150 meters, which I think is like really good value for price. And it is quite soft. Like I really like it. It's like perfect for clothing, I think. For some reason, I don't know if it's like the color, but it seems a bit, how do I put it? Like it's been used before. I thought it was maybe only the outer layer, but it's kind of like it has a lot of fuzzies. I don't know if you can see it well. But maybe I'll do a close-up. Yeah, so I hope it doesn't stand out too much. And maybe this is just a yarn and the color shows it more than the other ones. So yeah. Let me grab the rest. So I got like, this is gonna be very noisy, isn't it? Okay. So I have one more of that one, of the brown one. Then I got these light green ones, which is called light green. And my idea was to pair it with this dark green, which looks really pretty. Same type, the double 4. Then I have these two, which is called vintage pink. And that would go really nicely with this called raspberry. I only got one of the raspberry. Then I got some blues because I saw someone that made a skirt and pants with like this gorgeous blue. I don't think it's the same type of yarn. I think they're from the US, and this is not really a brand that seems to be used a lot there. But it's kind of like this bright blue. So this is called Royal, and this is Ocean. And I think like they don't have like very huge range of colors from this brand, but for some reason like this seems quite like it pops out a bit more. So yeah, got 2 of each from those as well. Then I got this color, which is called Plum, and this is this was kind of a color with, there's a random hair there. This is a color where I wasn't really sure if I wanted it. It's a gorgeous color and I think it fits my skin tone quite well. I want to use most of this yarn for clothing, but it's kind of also like more fallish color. It's kind of between like burgundy and purple. So yeah, I'll see. And otherwise I can return it, which is like, I love that policy because then I can just get it and return it if I don't end up using it. But I still have it because I was making this top like the past week and I didn't have the yarn that I needed, and I am so over that situation. So yeah, I'm just excited to not be in this situation. I have so many colors now. Then I have 1 of each of these. This is called Mint and this is Lavender. And with what was it? I think it was with the blue. That person that made the like skirts and the pants, I think they combined kind of these colors, which would look really cute. And I just got them in case I needed some, and if I need more I can just order more. So yeah, or drop by the store again. I enjoyed being in the store so much. We just don't have big stores like that here in Amsterdam, so just to be surrounded by so many types of yarn and so many different types of brands, and there were actually quite a lot of different types of cotton yarn, which is not that common. I really don't want to use acrylic or like any type of like plastic yarn or wool, at least not firsthand. So yeah, I'm excited that I got a bunch of cotton yarn, and this store had all the colors of this range, so that was really useful. So to continue, I also got 2 black in case I want to make a top with that, and cream. I already had ivory, and ivory is a bit more, I think, with a cool undertone, and this is a lot more warm undertone. So I'm excited about that. I tend to go for more warm undertones. And I got some thinner yarn for some more detail work. And in first store I found some yarn and I wanted to make a headband out of it from a tutorial. But I ran out because I decided to, well, first of all I ran out. I wouldn't be able to make like the bands, like only the granny squares. But also because I just didn't really, at least the color, and also I think it was a bit too big. It didn't really suit me as a headband. So I decided to make a belt out of it, and it looks really cute, but I need more yarn. So I got this, and this, I brought the belt, what I already have with me, and this was the closest to it. I also asked the person that worked there. And this is mercerized. Guessed it's called here. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, this is in the color ivory, which also got the closest to the actual color. Although I do think it is a bit dirty, so I need to wash it like right after I'm done. The yarn from the thrift store, so it has a bit of splotches of dark every now and then. And here I got some extra yarn if I want to make more detailed work pieces. So maybe retry that headband. This is a bit smaller. This is the, oh, let me tell you what this is. This is the Durable Coral, and 100% cotton and mercerized in the color ivory, which is color 326. And this is also from Durable, and this is the super, it's in Dutch, it says like shiny cotton, and it's number 10, which is suitable for 100 grams for 120 meters. 100% cotton, in the color ecru, which is like, what is that in English? I wouldn't know. It's kind of like the beige probably or something, but not as dark as beige, so I'm not sand. And this is for a hook between 2 and 2.5. So it's pretty thin. It's like quite nice. And then at the end, I was really looking at getting a bit more fancy yarn. I really wanted a yarn that has like multiple colors within each strand. But that's quite hard to find with it usually has acrylic in it or wool, and I didn't want to get that. So in the end I ended up going with this yarn, which is 50% cotton and 50% viscose, and it has such gorgeous colors. It's the Lana Grossa. It's in Italian, so I'm gonna butcher this, but Gomitolo Aloha. I'll just show you. And it's in the colorway 306, and it has this gorgeous like blood orange, bit coral to orange and yellow, like deep colors, which then slowly goes towards this like pinkish brown. I love it so much, and I'm very curious how it's gonna look when I make it into something. And it is a bit thinner than this. It's between 4.5 and 5, which is not that much thinner, but it feels a lot thinner. It's like the, here, I'll show you. The durable. Yeah, so I would say it's like at least like a millimeter thinner. But for some reason they advise you to use between 4.5 and 5, which is the same as this yarn actually. So I don't know, maybe it gets a bit fuzzy or something. But this is 100 grams for 250 meters. And I was just like, okay, so for this it's really important that you get like the same dye bath. So I got 3 from the same, and again, I can return it if I don't need all 3. And I'm so excited to start using this. It was very expensive. Let me go for the prices. So I already told you all these like durable, like these long ones, they're €4.60. I got 20. Then I believe this one is that correct? Okay, so I'm not sure, like either, like one of these is $2.45 and one of these is $4.90. That's quite a big difference. I think this must be $2.49 and this $4.90. And these are $9.95 a piece. So that's quite pricey. They are 250 meters though, so I figured like, okay, let's just try it out. And my total was very high. I don't have that big of a budget right now, but I figured I'll just get a good amount of stuff, and then I can return what I don't need. And maybe in the end I would still end up paying a lot of money if I would just buy like each week something, and at least this is what I truly want. And the total was €129.20. So yeah, but I now have a lot to continue crocheting with. I'm gonna finish this top that I made, and maybe a skirt. I would really like to make a granny square bag, finish the belt. This color will be perfect for top. This color suits me so well. I have a top in similar color, but the fit is a bit weird. So I'm excited to make something in a shape that I love and not just a color. Yeah, and if you want to hear what I have been making in a bit, because right now I'm in the middle of it, but maybe like an overview of all the things I've been making, please let me know. I'd be happy to share. And I'm excited to hear from you if there's other brands that you really recommend that are available here, like readily available here in Europe. and stay tuned for more crochet content, I guess. I can really feel myself like getting very addicted to it. It's like perfect to do while watching like a series or video, and I love doing things with my hands. I have ADD, so I fidget all the time, so to actually be doing something, it's perfect. Yeah, that's it. If you would like, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I am working on multiple videos right now and would love to get in touch. I'm so happy to get in touch with people that like similar things as me, and I'm very happy to hear from you. Okay, bye!